All right, so I got a pile of Jealous Devil charcoal, and it's all on one side. You can use whatever kind of charcoal you like, but I've got plenty of this sent to me by the benevolent subscriber. This ends one bag, and I just got another bag the other day, and I got more waiting too. So anyway, we're gonna light it with the loop lighter. Works real easy, just like this. That ought to be good enough to get the pile going. Hey, you're watching Big Lou Barbecue. Now, things I want to do. It's a beautiful day outside, and I'm going to be doing some grilling for you. Yeah, but not really grilling. We're going to do some, what I call black iron chicken. I got that name from the Barbecue Pit Boys. They had a recipe. They did this 10 years ago, maybe. But this technique is not exactly the same as theirs, but it's similar. They cooked the chicken on the grill in a cast iron skillet. They made a gravy. What I do is I flay the chicken. I'm not sure if that's the proper term. Not spatchcock it, not butterfly it, but what we do is we cut the thighs loose from the body and they lay flat in this skillet once it's hot. Now I cook chicken like this a lot. Oftentimes I just do like a salt, pepper, garlic thing and some herbs, and then I make a gravy with the drippings that are left in the skillet and have chicken and gravy. And I thought I had a video doing that, but not exactly. I had one where I spatchcocked it and did that. But I do cook chicken like this a lot. Sometimes I don't make a gravy. Sometimes I just put like a barbecue rub on the chicken and take it off and just use a barbecue sauce on the chicken before it's done, or make an Alabama white sauce to serve the chicken with. But I cook a whole chicken in a cast iron skillet like this one on the grill. All right, we're gonna be using my old Smokey today. I've got the charcoal fired up. You saw me do that. And this time I'm gonna do a little different technique. Not technique, different recipe. Same technique, different recipe. I'm gonna put curry powder on the chicken, and I'm gonna try to make like a curry gravy. No, this isn't really chicken curry or curry chicken. By the way, I found out there's a difference. Curry chicken and chicken curry. One of them is an Indian dish. The other is a Caribbean dish, popular in Jamaica and places throughout the Caribbean, especially the English-speaking areas of the Caribbean. Curry chicken and chicken curry. Anyway, we're gonna put curry on it. We're gonna make a gravy with some rotel tomatoes and some evaporated milk and stuff like that. Sort of like a curry, chicken curry type sauce. We're gonna pour it over this chicken. So anyway, thanks for watching Big Lou Barbecue. Let's show you how we do this. All right, these coals are getting close to ready here in my old Smokey grill. I've got them all piled up on one side. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this cast iron skillet right there. Yeah, these grates are a little rusty. I probably need to replace this cooking grate soon. But that's okay, we're not cooking on the grates today anyway. So just go ahead and set the skillet right there and let it start getting hot. And I'm gonna go ahead and cover it up, let the whole inside of the grill get hot like that. All right, old Smokey. Love to cook on this thing. All right, my top gauge says we're at 350. This skillet's getting hot. I don't know where it's at right now. I'll check it with the infrared thermometer in a minute. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some coconut oil down in here. If I was doing some other type of chicken with this technique, I'd probably just use some cooking grade olive oil or maybe some lard or some other kind of fat. I probably wouldn't use coconut oil. But coconut's a good flavor in curry. So I'm using coconut oil, and I need some melted for the chicken anyway. As you can see, it's hot and it's beginning to melt. So looks like my grill's not sitting exactly level, but that's okay. We're gonna get this coconut oil in there. I'm stuttering, can't talk today. But I want a good bit of it in there. Good bit of it. And we're gonna take some out here in just a minute. All right, that's saying 453. We're getting this good and hot. We gotta get this chicken ready. All right, I wanna take out some of this coconut oil and put it in this little container. Careful not to get it on your fingers. I'm being careful not to do that. You know what? Let me grab the thing and we'll just pour it in there. Here we go. Just pour some in there. That's enough right there. All right, cover this back up, let it continue to go. Those coals are getting hot. All right, now I prepped this chicken by drying the skin off. If you're one that washes chicken, wash your chicken. If you're not one that washes your chicken, just dry the skin off, all right? Took care of the chicken the way I want to take care of the chicken inside. That's all I did was, and I got the skin all dried off. And anyway, what I'm gonna do is put this curry powder on there, all right? And before we do that, we're gonna put some of this coconut oil. So just take some of this coconut oil and brush the skin with it. You want this coconut flavor in a curry. Now, if you're not using this curry method, if you're using like regular roasted chicken recipe or a barbecue recipe, you can use any kind of oil you want to use. But if you're doing it with a curry gravy, I do suggest using coconut oil. I usually just use like a cooking grade olive oil, or even you can use duck fat, whatever kind of fat you want to use when I'm doing like a roasted chicken with this technique. So like I said, you don't have to follow the curry recipe. You can use whatever you want to, and this technique works a great way to roast a whole chicken on a grill. All right, flip it over. Yeah, I'm using my hands, but I'll go inside and wash them. I'm at home and I'm eating this chicken and I'm out of gloves, so judge me if you want to, all right? All right. There we go. And while it's on this side, time now to go ahead and put on this curry powder. This is my clean hand, and we're just gonna put this yellow curry powder all over it. As you can see, just shake it on there and get as much of it as you can. All right, got it on there. Now, I did say put as much of it as you can. Keep in mind that curry is very strong flavors, and normally curry chicken is made, the traditional curry chicken where it's made in a stew, like it's made in the gravy itself, does not have skin on it. So this chicken does have skin. We're roasting the whole chicken, and because it has skin on it, I am going ahead and using it quite heavy on here, all right? But I'm going to go ahead and get it done, and I'll show you the next step. All right, now, I've got even spilt some inside the cavity and put a little bit more right there. Now, what we want to do is tuck these wings back behind here like this. We're not trussing this chicken. We're going to, what I call flay it. I don't know if that's the right term, but that's what I call F-L-A-Y. Not butterflying it, not spatchcocking it or whatever. What we're going to do is we're going to cut right here like that and cut that skin down there, and so that thigh rests just like that. I'm leaving that skin on there because that'll render out and make some more grease for our gravy. And then if you didn't see that one because it was on the other side of the camera, we're just gonna cut right like this, right down like this here, okay? And cut this part right there so that these thighs lay flat like that in that skillet. All right, time to drop it in there. All right, the skillet should be rocking hot now over those coals. You can even see that coconut oil beginning to smoke. That's okay though, because we're not gonna leave it there. Yeah, 555, we got it really, really hot. All right, now, take this chicken with the flattened, and it splatters. And that wing came loose. You try to get it tucked under there real quick. See if I can do this without splattering my fingers. Get under there, it's supposed to be tucked. Get yourself up under there. All right, like that. Now, make sure these thighs are making good contact with the bottom of the skillet. And what we want to do is push it off the coals, just over here like that. All right, now it's cooking indirect. I'm gonna stick a thermometer in it and monitor the grill temp and monitor the chicken temp. All right, I'm sticking in my ThermoWorks square dot. It works well, dual channel thermometer. It's not a remote thermometer, but it works really, really well. I really like it. I also decided that I think I want to put some curry powder right here on that skinless chicken inside the thigh meat. So I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle some of that on there, and we're gonna cover it up, and we're gonna let this thing cook. All right. There we go. All right, this is a ThermoWorks square dot. It's a great little dual channel thermometer, real easy. Works for the oven, works for the barbecue grill. It is not a remote thermometer in the sense that you can go inside the house, but for this little 1 hour chicken cook, it's not like it's a brisket cook or something. You don't really need to do that. I really enjoy having this square dot. I did a complete review on it. You can see that in the iCard above. I'll have it linked below. I'll also have a link below to ThermoWorks if you'd like to get this, or the ThermoWorks 1 or the ThermoWorks Dash, Thermopin 1 rather, ThermoWorks Dash to check internal temperatures. I really like those products. Also, I'll have some Amazon links to so you can get an old Smokey if you want one, Lodge cast iron skillet if you need one. All right, this chicken's been on about 20-25 minutes. Got some other things I gotta do. So usually about a half an hour in. This chicken should take about an hour to an hour and 30 minutes. Usually within 90 minutes you'll have it. I usually run them about an hour and 15 minutes. I don't remember how big this chicken is, but it's a roaster sized chicken, so 5 pounds or so, you know. Much bigger than a fryer, but it's not a huge roaster chicken. So all I'm gonna do now is just turn this skillet around so that this side faces the that side faces the fire. And my little ooh, that's hot, man. That's okay, it can sit just like that. It's still gonna read the temperature. Let's go ahead and flip it around a little bit more. I'll just set that right like that. The clip fell off, but I'll just set that right like that and it'll be just fine. Cover it up and let it go. Well, the alarm is going off. It says 166. Hit a button, turn it off. Let's take a look at this chicken right here and see if we can test it with the instant read thermometer. I'm using a Thermopin 1, really nice thermometer. I also like the Dash, 164, 163. Right here on that side, 169. Thigh meat. Oh yeah, that's at 190, 177, 204 there, 186. I'm gonna let it go just a little bit longer. I did turn it back around once. I'm gonna turn it back around just a little bit, and I'm gonna let this side cook just a hair longer, just a few more minutes. And probably just set it right on over the coals. And we'll come back and look at it in just a moment. All right, I've let it go here about another 5 minutes. I checked that, that's all at 185 on that side. Of course, this side was well done earlier. Go ahead and pull that out real quick. Pull that off real quick. And we're gonna go ahead and lift it out. Yeah, it's sliding out of this cast iron. Look at the wings just falling off there. Look at the wings just falling off. All right, that's the chicken. And I call that flaying. I don't know if that's the right technique, but I tell you what, look at this right here. You see how it gets so brown right there? Can you see that? And you can do it any kind of chicken like this, whatever roasted chicken recipe or barbecue chicken recipe you want to. I really like the way that cast iron skillet makes the thighs brown, and you don't have to, and it stays juicy, and you don't have to put it on a beer can. You don't have to spatchcock it. Just cut it loose like that and cook it in a cast iron skillet. Now what I'm doing now is moving this back over the coals, and you can see it's boiling. I'm gonna let some of the water evaporate off, so I'm just left with chicken grease and what's left of that coconut oil. Let this chicken rest a little bit inside, and we'll be back to make the gravy. All right, we've let some of the water evaporate off of these chicken drippings. Now, I cook chicken with this technique a lot, but I've never done a curry or a curry type gravy like this. That's new. But I often just do like a roasted chicken and then make just like a chicken gravy, however you would make chicken gravy. Sometimes I do more of a barbecue style thing, put some coffee in the gravy, stuff like that. So you can do it you want to. Now, I realize chicken curry doesn't really start with a roux. It's not authentic to Indian chicken curry or curry chicken, and it's not authentic to a Jamaican curry chicken. I think it's curry chicken if it's Jamaican and chicken curry if it's Indian. But I'm gonna make a roux. And you can see that curry powder's kind of turning this yellow, you know? So I'm just fry this flour up right here. That's probably about half a cup of flour or so to go with these drippings. And just gonna continue to make this little roux here and get it browned up. All right, well, I think I've got this about brown the way I want to with that curry powder and turmeric in that curry powder, changing this roux to a yellow. It's kind of hard to tell just the color of your roux because it's not a pure flour and oil thing. What I'm doing in now is putting in a can of evaporated milk. Used to call this pet milk, but I can't find pet milk anymore. I don't even know if it's around. All right, but we're gonna put in a can of evaporated milk, just like that. I'm throwing in a can of Rotel tomatoes. I did not drain them. All right, don't want them drained. And we're going to mix that in there just like that and let this get going with this roux. All right, that roux's starting to mix with this evaporated milk and the liquid from the Rotel tomatoes. I want to add some butter to this because you got to have butter and gravy. You just got to have butter. And I know this is not an authentic curry. I'm not Jamaican, I'm not Indian, all right? I'm a redneck from Louisiana and I was married to a Cajun, all right? This is, my kids are part Cajun, right? I'm not, but hey, this is my style of stuff and we gotta make a roux. Anyway, got that in there. Jamaican style curry has coconut milk in it, or we're using coconut oil, but I'm gonna throw some coconut flakes in here just to kind of give it a little bit more of a coconut hint to it, but it's not gonna be real sweet, all right? So we're gonna cook those down in there. I know there was a shadow, so I have moved the camera a little bit. The butter's just about melted. I'm gonna add some salt. Look at that wind blowing, my goodness gracious. I'm not really adding a lot of salt, am I? Come on, don't get caught by the wind. There's some salt. Now the curry powder does have some salt in it. I'm gonna add a little bit more of this curry powder. Get this looking yellow here, a little more yellower than it is. So we're gonna add a little more curry powder. Probably about another teaspoon or so. Yeah, yep, that does good. And we need some black pepper. All right. Stir this in. You could add some sweetness to it if you wanted to. Maybe a little bit of brown sugar, some cane syrup, or even coconut milk. But I think this is going to be good just about like that. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this inside. And we're going to cut up the chicken in there and spoon this over some chicken and rice. All right, got the dishwasher going in the background, so you'll probably hear it making some noise. Look at that wing fell off of there. But I'll tell you what, this thing smells amazing, absolutely amazing. I do want to mention that I tasted this gravy once I got it inside. I thought it needed a little bit of acidity, not too much. I thought maybe adding some vinegar, maybe some lemon juice or something. What I did was I added just a splash of white wine to it. Probably not even a cap full. If your white wine comes with a cap instead of a cork. Anyway, just a splash. All right, let's cut this off of there. Look how brown that is, man. All right, it just falls off. Look at that chicken right there. All right, let me get a fork so we can cut up the breast. Well, I apologize. I thought the camera was on and it wasn't, but I did cut it up. This chicken is juicy. You can just see the juice running out of it. I've already cut it, on that side as well. And once again, look how brown that gets. Look how brown that gets right there in that skillet. Doing this, what I call flay. I don't know if that's the proper term or not. I never went to a culinary school or anything. And you can see it like that right there. Anyways, chicken's falling apart. I'm gonna go ahead and get it cut up. We're gonna serve it with some rice. All right, this chicken just fell apart and that carcass came just about clean. Now, I got my bowl of rice here and I'm gonna go ahead and take this thigh. I know that skin on chicken, curry chicken's not traditional, but this isn't traditional either. This is just my way of doing it. But I want that thigh meat that got all brown like that. I'm gonna take some of this white meat too, put it right there, and come on off of there. Come on off of there. Well, it's stuck. All right, got it. How about a little bit more right here? And then what I'm gonna do, I'll just set that right there for now, because let's take this gravy. Oh yeah, and we're just gonna spoon it over the top like that, and eat this. Now, this is by no means an authentic curry chicken, but I know it's gonna be good. That gravy is good. Well, I'd never pretended this was authentic. Sometimes I do try to make an authentic chicken curry, which is Jamaican, and I follow a recipe, or curry chicken, and which is Indian, I think. I think I got that right, yeah. One of them's Indian, one of them's Jamaican. And when I do, I try to follow more authentic recipes and just follow the recipe on account of me not being Indian or Jamaican. I don't know if you can tell. But I do know how to cook in my backyard. That's kind of my culture right there on an old Smokey grill. And I know how to use curry powder because I like it. Anyway, there it is right there, my bowl. Let's go ahead. Got some chicken, I got some rice, and I got this gravy. Oh, son, that's good. Now, even if you don't like curry, cooking a chicken like that in a black iron skillet on your grill, you heat that skillet up with some oil in there and you flay it. That's what I call it. I don't know if that's official, but you cut it where the thigh meat falls down so it makes contact with the skillet. And you cook that chicken, whether you want to do a barbecue style or whether you want to do a roasted chicken style and make some gravy with the drippings. However you want to do it, that's a good way to cook a chicken without putting it in a beer can, without spatchcocking it, without trussing it. You know, it's real easy, and I like to cook chicken that way. And I tell you what, the curry gravy is good. Usually I just make a chicken gravy. I've said that before, right? Anyway, this is really good, y'all. Anyway, try cooking a chicken like that on your grill, however it works. I like to use my old Smokey. And thanks for watching Big Lou Barbecue. I'm hungry.